Happy blissful day, blissful beings, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we want to share with you how to use your wonderful imagination to manifest your desire. So just a quick reminder, we know that we are not just our body, and we're not just our name, we're not just our thoughts and our feelings, but we're bigger than that. We are the part that is aware of our body. Like I'm aware, my hand is now going up and down. I'm aware of my thoughts. I can see my thoughts like I can see a cat or dog walking past. And I'm also aware of my name. So I'm not just my body, right? And so the imagination, Neville Goddard tells us that the imagination is God because it creates. And we know that the imagination is also the 4D, which is consciousness, awareness, and which is the inner world. So in order for you to manifest any desire, all you need to do is just accept that it is a done deal right now. In other words, you have to accept that you are the person that or who now has your desire. So if that's true love, to manifest true love, you just have to accept that you are now in a loving relationship with your partner. In your imagination, not in the 3D. You don't have to be delusional. You just accept in your imagination that it is a done deal. And you know, when you remain faithful to this new assumption, the 3D will then reflect it back to you, because the 3D is just a mirror. The 3D follows you wherever you go. So whatever you do and accept in imagination, the 3D follows you. Because if you look at your life right now, the 3D is telling you what's happening within. You look at your happiness, your health, your wealth, your relationship, the 3D will tell you exactly what's happening within here. Now the good news is if you are not happy what you're seeing in the 3D, you can change it within. It's a beautiful thing. Isn't it, baby?
Yeah, it's like a superpower we all have.
Absolutely. Now check this out. I want to quickly do a quick demonstration to prove to you that your imagination is God and you're not just the body. I just want you to quickly close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And I just want you to imagine. Just imagine that you are now in your kitchen. And I want you to imagine you're opening the fridge. And just imagine you're now taking out a lemon. And imagine you're putting it on the kitchen counter. And just imagine you're taking out a knife. And now just imagine that you're slicing the lemon into half. And now I just want you to imagine taking one piece of the lemon, bring it towards your mouth. And now I want you to imagine opening your mouth. And now just imagine squeezing all those juices in your mouth. Just squeeze all those lemon juices in your mouth. I just want you to imagine, squeeze all those juices. Okay, now you can open your eyes. What happened there? Well, for me, I can still, taste the sour juices. I'm salivating right now. But how is this possible? Because I'm sitting here and I don't have no lemon, but yet my body responded. How is that possible? Because we are not just the body. We are actually the awareness or consciousness or imagination, or higher self, whatever you call it. So what this means is, whatever you do in your imagination, your body and the 3D responds. Sometimes it happens immediately. Sometimes it takes a bit of time for the 3D to conform to your new assumption. Now that's so powerful and it's so freeing to know that irrespective of what you're going through in your life right now, all you need to do is just go in imagination, see and accept the opposite. Accept that it is done. And the 3D will immediately start to conform whether you love it or like it.
Yeah, I love that exercise really, because it does show how, okay, there's no lemon, and yet the 3D is responding. My body's saying, yeah, but it feels like there is a lemon. That's why we're gonna salivate and give you like that tingle feeling at the back of your tongue. Your body's like, oh, but it's there, even though in the 3D there's nothing there. And that's just a glimpse of the power of our imagination. And you see, I also love this example because whenever we do it with different people, almost, I would say, essentially everyone is able to at least feel it a little bit. And it just shows, okay, everyone can imagine. Because we do get some people say, you know what, I really struggle with imagination. It doesn't really work for me. I can't picture it. And I love this example because you don't have to picture anything. You don't have to visualize. Visualization and imagination are different. If it is natural for you to visualize it in your imagination, then you do that. If maybe you can't like picture it clearly, but you can just sense, you just know, okay, yes, I just know that I'm in my kitchen now. I just know that I'm cutting a lemon. You know, some of us, there's just that knowingness where I don't need to see every single thing. It doesn't play out like a concise movie in my imagination, but I just have this knowingness like, okay, yeah, but I'm doing that and I'm doing that. You know, like for myself, I don't picture myself cutting and then like almost like slow motion picking up this lemon. Like I don't see it like that. But yeah, my body still responds to say, okay, I just know that I'm squeezing a lemon in my mouth and now my tongue is going all crazy. And so you can also take it as, you know, all of us daydream. Whether you're bored at work, maybe you're just sitting in traffic, maybe you're taking an Uber or riding the bus or a taxi, you know, and your mind just wanders off. How does that look like for you? Are you seeing things play out in your mind? Are you just sensing these things? You know, sometimes even people, they have almost like a physical sense. They can like almost feel like their body move in a certain way, you know? And so it's like, what is that for you? So it's not just visualizing this lemon coming towards you, but it's just imagining. And imagination, like God, it's limitless. It's not just limited to seeing things, but your imagination is this limitless thing that can imagine in any way, and it can also imagine anything, and that's how the 3D responds accordingly.
Yes, the imagination indeed, thanks baby for sharing. The imagination, it is limitless and it's infinite, and that's who we are, because the imagination is our real self, which is awareness, consciousness, the 4D, having a human experience. And now it's so absolutely potent because you can imagine yourself right now in your ideal. You can imagine yourself being and just say and seeing or sensing or just being aware that your health is perfect now. You can be aware that you are now blissfully happy. You can be aware that you are now wealthy right now in your inner world. And the imagination is a combination of visualization, daydreaming, self-talk, inner conversation, and being
hearing. That's another great one that I forgot about.
And hearing as well.
That inner conversations. You can hear people sometimes saying things. That's right.
So now you have to like really ask yourself, what comes natural to you? You and comment below and let us know. What's natural to you? Is it inner conversations when you hear people say, oh, you look so beautiful today, look at you, you're glowing. What's happening? You're glowing. Or is it self-talk? I know that, for sure, everything is sorted out because everything always works out for me and I always have more than enough. Or is it visualization, seeing yourself like, all right, okay, it's done. Or daydreaming, just like wandering off and like, it's gonna be fine. You know, what comes natural to you? Whatever that is, you have to use that and harness that power to accept that you are now the person who has your desires.
Yeah, it's wonderful because it makes it open to everyone. So if you're someone who can't visualize it, then don't try and force yourself to visualize it, because it's not natural to you. Or maybe you can't really hear this, like I can't hear Gabriel's voice specifically saying these things to me, but I can see maybe a message or an email from him coming through that says it. I'm like, okay, because I can see it, but I can't hear it. And other people are the opposite. They can't imagine picturing an email, but they can hear it. Or sitting beside your SP, maybe you can't picture them, but when I sit here, I can look over there and I can still sense that Gabriel is here. I can still have that sensation of I'm not alone. And that's what you lean into. So the imagination, again, it's so broad and so vast. And like I said before, it's this limitless thing.
I was just going to say,
And like I originally said, it's our superpower.
It is indeed, It's our superpower. So we want to, use it to our advantage. You don't want to use it against you by saying that you do not have your desires now. Because worries, fears, anxiety, stress, the imagination is made, as my beautiful wife said, it's a superpower for you to use right now and accept that you have your desires right now. In other words, you are already the person who has your desires. Just accept it. Because if you are not going to accept it, you're actually refusing that you do not have it. And now you're going to cause yourself unnecessary stress, anxiety, and depression because you don't want to accept it. So, do you accept it? And having said that, thank you so much for watching. As always, keep smiling. Enjoy your blissful day. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, all the details below. And as always, keep smiling and enjoy your blissful day.